Hello everybody, today back in another video. Alright, my tennis fans on the road. This video will be about a tennis a clip that I saw in the tennis channel video. And one guy, you probably have seen it when they talked about Novak Djokovic hiring Andy Murray. I will talk about that later in the video. One guy, he said these exactly words. He said, Novak Djokovic, he wants to be the absolute GOAT. He doesn't want any discussion who is the greatest of all time. And for that to happen, he needs to get to 25. Oh my dear God, I'm so sick and I'm laughing. But in reality, I'm actually angry. I'm so sick and tired of these clowns. Yeah, because I'm pissed. I'm not Novak's lawyer. No. That is not the case. But I've seen this kind of bullshit talk so many times now. It is one thing, delusional fans. Roger Federer, delusional fans. Rafael Nadal, delusional fans. But it is a completely different story when we see people on TV, when we see people that get paid, when we see people that their work is talking about tennis, and talking this bullshit. He needs to get to 25 to be the absolute GOAT. Let's pretend here and let's say, do you know what this gets me angry? Do you know why this gets me angry? I'm going to tell you why this gets me angry. Because, let's say Novak never gets to that 25 major title, which is a big chance he doesn't. I made a video about that earlier in this year when I've said Djokovic will not win his 25th Grand Slam title. Alright? You have seen, you guys who have seen it know it. You who have not seen it can go and check that video out. Because, for God's sake, the dude is 37 years old. The dude will be 38 years old next year. And the dude has won many majors against losers that are born in the 90s. You know who those players are. I'm not going to mention them. It was easier for him. Not that Novak didn't deserve them. He did deserve them. But let's face it, the players that are born in the 90s are the biggest lost generation that we have ever seen in tennis. The players that are born in the 90s are the weakest players that we have ever seen in tennis. That's it. This is not an opinion. This is a fact. It is one thing having an opinion, one thing is when you have facts. Only Medvedev and team have won major titles. Medvedev won, team won. Team will never win one anymore because he's not playing tennis anymore. And Medvedev will also never win a major title anymore. I actually done a prediction about Medvedev in the end of the 2022 season. I never did a video about that, but I did a commentary in a podcast, not live in a video, but I wrote to those guys, which are Game to Love podcast. You guys probably know who those dudes are, and I said to them, Medvedev will not win any more major titles. He will be a one-hit wonder, and they were laughing at me. Let's see if they will laugh. I don't know if they're still laughing or not, but till this day, I'm still right about Medvedev. And other players who can win majors from the players that are born in the 90s, Tsitsipas? No. Berrettini? No. Kyrgios? No. Casper Ruud? No. Dimitrov? No. Shapovalov? No. Who? The player that I can has a chance, at least according to me, has the biggest chance. Rublev, I forgot him. Rublev? No. The quarterfinal specialist who has the all-time quarterfinal record in majors and never going past that. I believe he has played 10 quarterfinal Grand Slam matches and he has lost all 10 of them? No, he will for sure not win any major. Andrew Rublev, the player who has the biggest chance, of course, is, according to me at least, is Alexander Sasha Zverev. He has the game. He has the backhand. For me, the best backhand in the world. He can hit that backhand in his sleep. He has a huge serve. He's the player who lands the most highest percentage of first serve in the world. Nobody has higher first percentage of serves than him. But of course, he doesn't win as many points behind his first serve. He's not number one in the winning points behind his first serve. That is not the case. He's not number one in that department. But he at least lands a huge amount of first serves in. Nobody lands more first serves in than him in the entire world. And he hits the ball pretty big. His forehand has improved over the years. He doesn't do as many double faults as he used to do, say, 3 to 5 years ago. So he has definitely improved his game, but the mentality is still weak. We cannot trust Alexander Zverev if he gets a chance to serve out a Grand Slam title. Do we trust that he will be able to do that? No. For Zverev to win a major, I need to see it to believe it. I will never predict him as my number one favorite coming into a major tournament. Anyway, if somebody can do it, if somebody will be a third player to win a Grand Slam title for the generation that were born in the 90s, it is him. I can see nobody else doing it. Anyway, so my point was Djokovic has it is a huge chance Djokovic never gets to that 25. And not to forget that two superstars has come to the scene, which is Carlos Alcaraz with 4 majors and Jannik Sinner with 2 majors. Alcaraz who is already one of the all-time greats with 4 majors. Already, as 21 years old of age. Not many players can say, hey, I won 4 Grand Slam titles during my career. He can retire now, Carlos Alcaraz, and he will be considered as one of top 15 best tennis players of all time. Top 15. If not 15, for sure top 20. For sure top 20. So, and he has so much time. He's only 21, like I said. And then Jannik Sinner, who did an unbelievable year this 2024 season, who more or less crushed everybody despite Carlos Alcaraz, who won 73 matches on the tour, I believe, counting the Davis Cup as well, who by the way he just won also for the 2nd consecutive time with his Italy, and only 6 losses, and 3 of those losses came to Carlos Alcaraz. These 2 superstars are huge. These are not as weak as the players that were born in the 90s. So Novak, Sinner, a player like Sinner, look. I will be honest with you, my tennis fans all around the world. I've never seen a player hit the ball this hard like Sinner with margins. That's what makes him special. Many things makes him special, but if I can say one big thing that makes Jannik Sinner so special is hitting the ball this huge with margins. I've seen players hitting the ball huge before, but not with margins. Del Potro, he was hitting the ball huge, not with margins. Dominic Thiem was hitting the ball huge, not always with margins. Federer, time to time, could hit the ball huge, not with margins. Jannik Sinner, some others, Fernando Gonzalez was hitting the ball huge, not with margins. Marat Safin could also hit the ball huge, not with margins. Robin Söderling could hit the ball huge, not with margins. Jannik Sinner is hitting the freaking ball huge with margins. What do you say about that, baby? I've never seen a player like that. It is the first time I've seen that kind of a player that hits the ball this huge with margins. So Jannik Sinner will not be easy stopping going forward. He really will not be. And then we have Carlos Alcaraz, who is also super dangerous with his all-time who is so complete. Sinner also is complete, but Sinner is more dimensional than Alcaraz. Alcaraz, he just can play all. He has more variety in his game. He has more variety in his game than what Sinner has. Alcaraz can go to the net. He can play chip and charge. He can play drop shots. He can surprise his opponents much more than Sinner. But Alcaraz is not as consistent as Sinner. I talked about this before. Alcaraz has higher top level than Sinner. If both Alcaraz and Sinner place both at the top at the same time, Alcaraz beats Sinner's top. But in a day-to-day basic, Sinner is the better player, and you can see that on the ranking. Who is the world number one? Who ended the year as the world number one? It was Sinner in this 2024 season. It was not Alcaraz. So when it comes to consistency, Sinner is much more consistent than Alcaraz. When it comes to who has the highest ceiling, it is Alcaraz who has higher ceiling than Sinner. Anyway, when you consider all this, it is a big chance that Djokovic will never get to that 25. And if he doesn't get to that 25, then he's not the greatest tennis player of all time, according to these clowns, at least according to one clown in the tennis channel. If he doesn't get to the 25, which is a big chance that he will not. And if Djokovic doesn't get to 25, then he's not the greatest tennis player of all time. And if Djokovic is not, who is that? Is it a clay goat like Nadal? Is Nadal the greatest tennis player of all time if Djokovic doesn't get to a 25? Alright, Nadal isn't. Nadal, like many out there seem to believe, Nadal was mostly good on clay. Of course, he was good on hard court and grass as well, but not near as good as he was on clay. Alright. So Nadal is not the greatest tennis player of all time. Then who is? Federer. Yeah, Federer, he won. He is the greatest tennis player of all time, according to some delusional fans around the world, if Djokovic doesn't get to that 25 major. I don't know what to say. This is just getting crazier, and crazier. Like I said in my beginning of the video, if fans that are delusional Federer fans, that are delusional Nadal fans, seem to believe that their players are the greatest tennis player of all time, alright, I don't take them that seriously, because you know what people especially from Nadal, many Nadal delusional fans used to say 6 months ago. Do you know what they said? But Nadal has an Olympic gold medal. Djokovic has not the gold Olympic medal. So Djokovic cannot be the greatest tennis player of all time. Our player Nadal is that. He has that gold medal. Bam! Djokovic wins that gold medal. Djokovic didn't do his greatest tennis season of his career in this 2024 season, but he at least won his only medal, his only title that was missing in his cabinet, and that was winning the golden medal and shutting up of all Rafael Nadal delusional fans. So what will the delusional Nadal fans come up with now? Djokovic, he doesn't date enough women, maybe. Djokovic, he's not enough tall, maybe. Djokovic, he didn't win. I don't know what. He didn't win. He never won Halle, maybe. Djokovic, he never won Queens, maybe. What is freaking happening here? Are we children here, or we are adults? I'm wondering, are we children here, or are we adults? What will these delusional Nadal fans come up next? Or the Federer fans? Federer fans, he plays the more elegant tennis style. He has the most beautiful tennis style. Yeah, that is the case. He has. But that doesn't make him the greatest tennis player of all time. Alright? These fans, I don't take them seriously. The Rafael Nadal delusional fans, the Roger Federer delusional fans. Okay? But when people on TV, the people where they make money, with the people where they get paid to talk on TV, speak crazy things like Djokovic needs to get to that 25 to have absolutely no discussion who is the absolute GOAT. Of course, that helps. Of course, Djokovic wants to win that 25. He wants that. I know that. He doesn't play tennis to win Masters anymore. He doesn't play tennis to win, to be world number one anymore. He doesn't play tennis to end the year and as to end the year as the world number one anymore. He doesn't play tennis to win 500 class tournaments anymore. He doesn't play tennis to win Masters, to win ATP Tour Finals tournaments anymore. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. He pulled out despite he was not hurt. We all know he was not hurt. All right. It was just an excuse for him to say. He plays tennis to win that 25 Grand Slam title. We know that. But if he doesn't win it, which I don't believe he will, that will not change anything. For God's sakes, Djokovic is the only human being who has won all the 15 big tournaments. He's the only human being. If you guys don't know, I will tell you that to you that now. But I know that most of you know that. He's the only human being who has won all the 15 freaking big tournaments. Nobody has, besides him, has done it. Neither on the female side, neither on the male side. He's the only one. The only thing that was missing to his cabinet was that freaking Olympic gold medal, and he bloody won that as well. And people on TV still are talking. For him to be the absolute GOAT, he needs to come to that 25. And if this was not enough, they are putting Margaret Court on this discussion as well. For God's sakes, Margaret Court has won majority of her 24 Grand Slam titles in a non-professional era. It is embarrassing to hear when they put Margaret Court towards Novak Djokovic, besides close to Novak Djokovic's name. Yeah, they are both on the 24 Grand Slam titles each. That is the only thing they have in common. That is the only thing. But if you take glasses and look closely how Margaret Court won those 24 and how Djokovic won his 24, and not to mention Margaret Court played on a much easier era, in a non-professional era, and she played, and she's a woman, she not that I'm against women, absolutely not. She played tennis against women. Djokovic played tennis against against his top chief rivals and against two of the greatest tennis players of all time, Roger Federer and Nadal, against them in a brutal era. So how in hell can these clowns on TV come up and say, yeah, he wants to get past Margaret Court? When did Federer and Nadal be compared against Margaret Court? Never. This is happening Djokovic just because Djokovic is from a much poor country, and Nadal is comes from a much richer country like Spain, and Federer also comes from a much richer country, Switzerland. If Federer would have been at 24 or Nadal would have been at 24, this discussion would have never happened. I'm sick and tired hearing Novak needs to come up to that 25 and passing Margaret Court. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be beautiful. 25 sounds better than 24. But if Djokovic never makes it to that 25, which I don't believe he will do it, consider what I said in the beginning of my video, that doesn't change anything. And you know what? Even if Djokovic would have not won that freaking Olympic gold medal, Djokovic would still have been the greatest tennis player of all time, without any discussion. For God's sakes, I don't want even to mention all the things that he has done. You guys know it because this video has already been enough long. I don't want to take your time or my time because I need to go to work soon. Can these tennis people on channel just shut it up? Can they just shut it up? The only good thing with this tennis channel, do you know what it is? They don't have amount of views. They don't have crazy amount of views. That is the only really good news. Enough about that. Some words about Djokovic hiring Andy Murray, because this video is already enough long. Extremely surprising. Didn't see that coming. Do I think this is a good or bad idea? I'm neutral. I don't know what to say. I don't think Djokovic will be worse, higher Andy Murray. Absolutely not. I don't think Murray will make him a worse tennis player, but I don't think he will make him a better tennis player either. Some of the tennis analysts around the world keep on saying Murray, he knows how to play on the tour. He has faced many of these opponents that Djokovic will face. He has faced Alcaraz and he has faced Sinner. So he's the guy to give Djokovic the best advices and the best game plan how to face these opponents. But Djokovic has faced these opponents as well, and Djokovic knows these opponents' strengths and weaknesses as well. So I don't know what Murray, who has just retired a couple of months ago and who has never been a professional coach in this before, because he was just playing tennis a couple of months ago, for God's sakes. I don't know what Murray will come and learn Djokovic about. Yeah, I know they are very, very good friends. Maybe they did this just to have fun and just for the friendship's sake. But when it comes to Djokovic, hearing something new from Murray that he has not known already himself, I don't think that will be the case. And I don't think Murray will learn Novak Djokovic something technical new as well. I really don't think so. But nevertheless, I don't think that Murray will make Djokovic a worse tennis player. Absolutely not. And it is fun also. It is exciting. I'm looking forward to see if Murray can give Novak Djokovic something new, something exciting, something big in his game. I don't think he will do that, to be quite honest. But look, I will be honest with you, my tennis friends all over the world. I will be honest with you. All right. For me, tennis coaches are. Look, they do a great job, absolutely, but it is not like they are not like soccer coaches. I think soccer coaches, because we in Europe call it soccer, you in the United States call it football, they have a bigger impact on their teams. They have a bigger impact. They can change matches. They can make difference. Not huge difference, because they are not Harry Potters. They cannot create magic, but they at least do that more than tennis coaches. Tennis coaches, on the other hand, they get sometimes bigger credit than they deserve. Let's say they give me a superstar like Sinner to me, and do you think I will do a disaster of a job? Do you think Sinner just will be a punching bag and everybody will beat him? No, of course not. I truly believe he still will win a lot of tennis matches and will win a lot of tennis tournaments. I will do a worse job than a professional coach. But just look at a player like Patrick Martiroglu. He, for God's sake, goes and predicts that Djokovic will win 28 to 30 Grand Slam titles. How can I respect a tennis coach like that? He has had players like Serena Williams, and Serena Williams has won many, many Grand Slam titles when Patrick Martiroglu has coached her. But I could have coached Serena Williams as well, and she would have won a lot of majors. For God's sake, she's one of the greatest female tennis players of all time with 23 Grand Slam titles. Only Margaret Court has won more than her with 24. But like I said, Margaret Court has won many of her titles, of her Grand Slam titles, during a non-professional era. So, according to me, Serena Williams is the greatest tennis player of all time. According to me, she is, even though she has won less than Margaret Court. So, and Patrick Martiroglu, he coached her. Why isn't Patrick Martiroglu able to make Holger Rune winning majors, Stefano Tsitsipas winning majors? Why? Do you know why? Because it is the player who is doing the biggest job. It is not the coaches. So my point is, tennis coaches are overrated. That is my point. They are overrated. Not that they don't do great job, or that they are not necessarily having They are. It is good having tennis coaches, but they are getting much more credit than what they deserve. That is my opinion. And Patrick Maturoglu is a great example of that. Why he's not making Holger Rune, Stefano Tsitsipas winning majors, but he could make a player like Serena Williams win a lot of majors. You have the answer there. Because it is the players who does the biggest job, not the coaches. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed and the Murray thing. Murray, I don't think he will make Djokovic a better tennis player, but I don't think he will make him a worse tennis player as well. Is it a bad or good idea? I don't know what to say. I'm surprised that he's hiring Murray. If I was in Djokovic's shoes, I would not have hired Murray, to be quite honest, but it is Djokovic who decides, not me. So I don't think this will be a successful collaboration. I really don't think so. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!